What is going on? Movie meals! Ant-Man and the Wasp. Spoiler review coming at you right now. So let's just get into it. Spoilers, all of it. Kyle, what were your spoilers?
What were my spoilers? Well, we finally got to see a little bit more of the quantum realm. I think I would have liked to see a lot more of it. I wanted a lot more of it explained to me, but I think they did in the right amount of doses for this particular story, especially for trying to get back Janet Pym, and I thought that was really cool to see. Like, we got to see all the weird intensity, a lot more teases of the quantum realm because of Michael Douglas, of Hank Pym coming in to rescue her, and I really love those moments, and I really love that they gave us even more of a tease to it, and that was really what we wanted to see from the first one. I think the second one, they gave us a little bit more teases, but now if there's ever going to be a third one, I'm ready for them to fully explain what this is.
Yeah, if you're going to just talk quantum realm, we might as well just talk about that end credit scene.
Yep, we have to talk about, we'll talk about that right off the back. Why are you all the way back there?
Just relaxing. Yeah, it's, first of all, this Michelle Pfeiffer healing ability is going to come in handy. There's a reason they show that off twice with these two big moments. Yeah. It's going to come back probably in Avengers 4 is my guess.
It's a very weird power too. Like,
what's wrong with healing people?
It's a very godlike power. Like, you can do just about anything with that power, you know? Like, I mean, it's really not explained what her power is, but I mean, if she's able to heal Ghost's abilities and like make her almost normal, not completely normal, but almost normal, like, you can just completely eliminate Thanos. But I mean, then again, like in the end credit scene, we see that she's wiped out along with Hope and Hank. It's just something I do want to explain a little bit more to me as to like how this power works, because otherwise it just seems like this ability that you could really just use whenever and everything will be solved for you.
I don't fully get what you're saying here.
What's there not to
I'm
get?
the exact opposite. I want more explanation of her powers, but all we know is she can heal people with a touch. How is she beating Thanos to heal people?
It just seems like I don't think her power is to fully heal things. It seems like her power is just like way beyond like our known human logic and like reasoning. I just feel like there's a lot more to it than just healing people.
I mean, there was a split moment where they talked about where Lawrence Fishburne was like, we're going to extract the quantum energy that she had absorbed for the 32 years and use that to heal. My guess is it's just all that absorbed energy from the quantum realm she can use. I guess you're right, we don't know what else it can do. Mm-hmm. I'm just not jumping to the conclusion that I can just beat down Thanos.
If you can heal anyone with anything,
she can heal two people. Like everybody.
I just have it's a very weird power. I want to see more about that power and how it connects with the quantum realm and what the quantum realm is, because they just showed us teases of it cinematically, of how it looks, and it looks awesome. Like, they really dove deep into like the craziness and the weirdness of that realm. But I hope in the forthcoming movies that it gets a little bit more explaining. I really want to explore that.
I'm sure they'll explain it. Yeah. Well, I want to know more too. Let's see who's right.
Well,
is it just a little bit of healing? Or is it this guy being all like, it's going to take Thanos out? Well, you guys comment below, let us know which one you think it is.
Obviously, in the movie, they're not going to end it with that, but...
You don't know.
Or they don't, I don't know. Maybe you're right, but I just think it's a very unusual power that needs to be a little bit better explained. Did you like the end credits scene, though? We talked about that a little bit.
The end credits scene?
Yeah.
Yeah, it was expected. Someone was going to fade away. It's pretty obvious when Michelle Pfeiffer's like, just so you know, Scott, if you get by a time warp, we're not going to be able to get you. Second she said that, you're like, all right, all three of them.
That's very specific, but thank you, Janet.
All three are vanishing. He's going to get caught in a time loop. Yeah. It merges all these leaked footages we've seen. It's all going to tie in together. Ant-Man's going to be this, I don't know how, but he's going to go back in time, and he's going to help the Avengers during the first Avenger movie. But then how does that fix everything? I don't know. Maybe they go back and they destroy Infinity Stones before they're...
Alex's brain is just melting.
That's the best thing about this. I don't want anything. I don't want you to bring up anything at Comic-Con. I mean, you're not.
they're-
Any
yeah,
Comic-Con,
they
New
won't.
York, I don't care where you're going. Don't bring it up at D23. I don't want them to bring up anything. I don't want to see a trailer for Captain Marvel until like a month before it comes out. I want none of it. Keep this insane fan theory, people having no idea how they're going to fix it all together. I say that though because don't fall, but as a viewer, don't fall into the Star Wars trap where then you come up with a million theories and then just leave the theater
True.
mad you didn't get what you wanted.
True.
Come up with theories. I want to. I'm not going to leave the theater mad. The movie will be what it is.
True.
But I have no idea how they're going to heal everybody, and I'm so excited. Did you like the end credits scene?
I mean, I saw it coming too. My personal fan theory was that for an end credit scene, they were going to use his daughter as a way to show.
I think we talked about that in the Avengers spoiler review. We both kind of thought it'd be the daughter.
And I especially loved the daughter even more in the second one as compared to the first one. I thought her chemistry with her and Paul Rudd was very cute, was very well done. I believe that it was a father and a daughter.
Did you
just
not believe
bonding
them in the first one?
together. No, I did, but I thought it was just done even better in this one,
Sure,
just because
sure.
they've had a lot of time just to work together. And so speaking of wanting fan theories to happen, like I was kind of hoping to be like, man, that would be such a gut punch if we showed her just getting blown into dust. It's dark, but I think it would have really had a great gut punch to it. But this works just as
You
well.
stole that from me when I told you that in the
We've
theater.
talked about this before.
Yeah, but in the
before that.
theater, I turned around to you when we were waiting for the after credits scene,
Yeah.
and I said it would have been perfect if it was that specific scene
Yeah,
where
I said
they're
I was
talking.
thinking the same thing. Yeah,
Sure,
I got
you
you.
were, buddy. But I agree. It would have been amazing if we said it just
Yeah.
a really angry, violently ready to just
Who's-
kill everybody. What happened to my
Yeah.
daughter?
Who's
kind
ever
of
seen
guy.
an angry Paul Rudd? No one has seen an angry Paul Rudd. I want to see that.
And we probably are still gonna get it.
Yeah.
I'm sure maybe when he does the time travel thing, maybe he'll see what happened. Maybe
Mm-hmm.
because he travels through time, he can see what happened when he's not
Right,
there.
right.
You gotta wonder, would he have vanished had he not been in the quantum realm? Like, was the quantum realm the thing that saved him, or was he just one of the random ones that got lucky?
I mean,
Like that's
we don't know, but that is something to think of. Like maybe he just would have been
we
wiped
have
out. With
less
the
than
rest
a
of
year
them.
till Captain Marvel and Avengers 4. Less than a
Mm-hmm.
year, people.
But there's still a lot of time in between, like now
Too
and
much
Captain
time.
Marvel, where I'm just good with taking a break from Marvel. I want to saturate in everything that I just saw this year, and I think it will be a great coming back into next year with Captain.
I'm gonna
Marvel.
translate what you just said. I am so excited. We're getting an Aquaman trailer at Comic Con.
I am excited for
I'm
that.
done with this Marvel. Let's get DC,
The
back
DC
up.
resurgence is back.
You've
Nah,
always
maybe.
loved DC more. You.
Yeah, it's
son of
true.
a
It's
gun.
true. I did.
Anyway, yeah, I thought that would have been a really cool moment, but it would have taken away from that beautiful moment that Scott and his daughter had she vanished, and then that would have made it more about the Avengers instead of Ant-Man's movie. So I am glad they didn't do that, because that whole third act would have been about, oh, we're just waiting for him to figure out that it was Thanos, instead of, okay, we want to see how he's actually going to get through this, what he's going to do.
True.
So
yeah.
it was a smart decision, and that's why we're not making movies.
True. We probably could have ruined it just by doing that alone.
Yeah, I really like it, man. I thought Michael Pena was used perfectly to segue to him, because I know we talked to somebody after who was like, I didn't like him as much in this one. I think he was used too much. I thought he was used just the I thought the whole security crew was just a nice dose. I thought the truth serum thing was pretty funny. It was weird, but it was pretty funny.
It was truth serum.
Yeah, it's truth serum.
Yes.
It's funny when he's just at the end and he's like, "Oh my gosh, it is truth serum." Like it's funny. I thought there's really no villain in this movie. I can't remember the actor's name who played like the gangster villain. He's in The Hateful Eight. He's fantastic.
Walter Goggins?
You think so? Yeah.
Yeah. That sounds
He
right.
was great, and there really was no villain. You felt, I mean, the gangster was just a normal gangster. We didn't feel one way or the other for him.
He was not very needed, to be honest. I mean,
It added more shenanigans for everybody to see. I was fine with him in the movie. I didn't
fair,
go to this
yeah.
looking for Thanos, man. Like
I mean, true, yeah.
this is the exact movie everybody wanted. Everybody was like, "Oh, we hear too many jokes from Marvel. Too many jokes."
He's talking
And I
about
was
me.
sitting here telling you, guess what? Thanos is gonna come on in. He's gonna stomp the crap out of you, and then all you're gonna say is you missed the jokes. And now what's the internet saying? Man, we're so glad it's a nice break from all the darkness that was Thanos, and now we get to laugh again. It's so nice. You guys are all full of poop, you flip-floppers.
I will say this. I think for the Ant-Man franchise, they know how to use humor well, and they don't take it away from all the dramatic moments in this as compared to some other of Marvel's stuff. But you are right though. It is funny. Like after a while, we're just like too many jokes, and after everything that happened in Infinity War, we're like, no, we're good.
I never said that.
True, you did not.
There's only one movie I think takes the jokes too far, and that is Guardians 2.
Yeah,
I don't think any other
Yeah.
movie does, even Thor Ragnarok. I think it works perfect. I think they figured out Thor. Anyway, this is Ant-Man, baby.
Yeah, what are we talking about?
Yeah, I thought,
Ant-Man,
back
right.
to Ant-Man, I thought everybody came to play Paul Rudd. Paul Rudd is like 49 years old.
He doesn't
looks
look,
good.
He just doesn't age. He's just one of those
he's
actors
working
that
out.
doesn't age.
I loved Evangeline Lilly. They show her off right away. I have a theory that Avengers 5 is going to be a female Avengers. I think it's going to be the Wasp, Captain Marvel, Black Widow. I think they're all going to come up, and it's just going to be the ladies going out. And I hope if they do this, they get a legit bad guy. We can't have another Thanos, but let's get a real big comic book bad guy for just the ladies to fight. Because you don't need any of the guys now. We got Shuri for all the smarts. We don't need no help from no men. I just said it first.
What just happened here?
I just want to see that. I would love to. I want to see the Wasp and Captain Marvel and Black Widow. All these powerful women just talking.
I am ready for these new additions to the Marvel universe to be added in with the old. That's for sure. Like that's what I liked about Infinity War. Like we got to see the new with the old, and now that we're getting to see how the Wasp really acts, and now we're getting Captain Marvel. It's gonna be great to see like these new badass characters be thrown in.
Yeah, Civil War kind of starts it, and then Infinity War just builds it up. And now I want to see Ant-Man. I want to see Hawkeye. Is Hawkeye gone? Like, when are we going to find out what's going on with Hawkeye? That's what I want to know. He just has a bow. He's got an arrow. Is his kids vanished? Did he vanish? Hawkeye, what's going on, man? Call me, all right? I want to make sure you're okay. Jeremy Renner, it's gonna be okay. You're gonna be in Spawn. It's gonna be awesome.
Is he actually?
Yeah, he got cast earlier today.
Oh wow, I did not know that. Good for you, man. I did
with
not
Jamie
know that was
Foxx.
happening. That's cool. That's
Breaking news! It's not breaking news, but yeah, I read it just a little bit before we started shooting this. I thought everybody came to play. I thought Paul Rudd was great. I think Evangeline Lilly is perfect for the Wasp. I love everything about her.
Especially now what we can see her do. Like she was all over the place, like just basically
showed
carrying
her
the
off.
workload while Scott Lang almost at times just seemed completely clueless. It was like, why am I even needed here? She's doing like the majority of the work, and I loved it though because I felt like she was very shorthanded in the first one, and now we finally get to see how awesome of a character she is. And eventually, Lily is a terrific actress, and I think she does do a great job with this character.
Yeah, she's great. I thought one of the things I love about this specific hero is that Scott is just a normal dude.
Yeah.
Like,
yeah,
yes,
for sure.
he knows how to fight. He's ripped. We get that. But like, he's not the super tech genius or the super super strong guy, the Hulk, or he's not a god. Like, he's not an alien. Like, he's not half a planet like Star-Lord. He's just a normal guy who is in a suit. And I love it. I love that he's gonna show up and he's gonna keep everything back to 10. We're not gonna jump up to 11. And I love that because he's the most relatable of all of them. Really,
Yeah,
he really is the most relatable because he really like him and Hawkeye. It's just those two.
He has arrows.
That's all they have. They're just good martial artists, and they're good with the bow and arrow. I mean, Hawkeye, I guess, has never missed. Obviously, you've seen that in golf when he said in Civil War, he's like, shot 18, yeah. Played 18, shot 18. That's what it is. Anyway, I love it. I loved it. Going into these movies never feels like a long, drawn-out chore. You just have fun because you relate. And it's just fun, man. It's just fun. I can't even think of any more spoilers. I loved to see Giant Man back again. We finally got to see him in his own movie.
You know, I always love Giant Man.
You didn't yell out this time.
Because I yelled out everything I needed to when I first saw Giant Man in Civil War, and seeing Giant Man appear again, I didn't need to scream. I was just like, you done good. You done good. Keep getting giant. Let's make a Giant Man movie and just have him entirely giant.
It would be so funny if he just shows back up to the attack on New York, and because he's from the future, he knows what's going on. And then they just re-show the shot of Iron Man being like, I'm gonna bring the party to you. And he like turns and
it's just Giant Man.
But no, the thing turns and then all of a sudden a fist comes out from the other building and just pounds the crap out of him.
I might scream at that.
Even Hulk's like, what? Like, and Ant-Man's like, hey, I need help. Like, I don't know how I got here.
Yeah.
I was lost in the quantum realm.
And they're just like, we don't know what that is. What's a who's what now?
It's funny though, like,
Yeah.
if they go back in time, are they going to take away from all the PTSD that Iron Man has from that event and the space thing with the nuke? Or like, is Ant-Man is Ant-Man enough to stop them where they don't need to do that? Like, I think the nuke will still fly. I guess that'll still happen, but maybe they'll bring the fight to Thanos then, and they'll beat him down and kill him before he wipes everybody out, and then everybody will live. Ant-Man gets in his nose and starts punching his brain.
I thought you were gonna say yank his nose hairs. Just, does that hurt? Does that hurt? And he's just like, he's just like trying to.
Gosh, I want to rewatch Avengers: Infinity War, man.
I mean, it's still in the theaters. We always could. I think it's still in the theaters.
Some theaters, not our theater.
Yeah.
But yeah, any other spoiler talk, discussion for him? Anything you like? I love Michael Douglas. He's always great.
Speaking of cool powers, I didn't like the villains all that much, and you're absolutely right. Like, they're not necessarily villains. I did like her Ghost's powers. I did like
the phasing.
Phasing. I like the kind of messy. I think she messed a little bit with technology, didn't she? Didn't her powers inquire that messing with technology? Maybe they did. Maybe it was just phasing. But I thought those were pretty cool. I thought it made it for great action sequences between her and Ant-Man and the Wasp. And I mean, just with Wasp and Ant-Man's action alone was already pretty cool, with them shrinking and growing, just about everything, including themselves. But I think the choreography and the use of her powers, of Ghost's powers, just made for some great action moments.
Yeah, I liked her. I felt for her backstory too as a kid. I was like, all right, I'm in.
It did work a little for me. It didn't make me think like she was such a great character because of it, but it did make me feel like, okay, I can get where she's coming from and why she's on this path.
I just liked it because it's more than any other backstory we're probably going to get, and at least it's a little bit more relatable because it's just her dad's fault. Like, I don't know, I was down for it. It's not one of the best, but it definitely got me hooked, and I was like, I feel bad for her. I hope they figure out a way to heal her, and they did.
Right.
And now the question is, does she still have powers? Or is she healed from her powers?
That part wasn't fully explained, I don't think.
Not even a little. No.
Yeah, I mean, they were kind of just like, you need to run. And I was like, why? Do the cops know she did something? Like, I don't even remember her being chased by, like, law enforcement or nothing. So it makes me wonder.
Probably because she just was there.
I guess. Maybe, I mean, she isn't dead and she's still around. Maybe she's going to be the villain still for Ant-Man 3 if they're going to make one. I don't know.
I actually was watching the Honest Trailer commentary the other day on Screen Junkies, and they have Peyton Reed.
Oh, yeah.
He made a little tease where they were doing the Honest Trailer, and they showed, what was the villain's name from the last one? Was it like Hornet or something?
Oh, Yellow Jacket.
Yellow Jacket.
Yeah,
he was like, he's like, we don't actually see Yellow Jacket die. And they were all like, "Did you just tell us that Avengers?
That's right.
Did you just call the villain for Ant-Man 3?" And he's like, "I don't know." So maybe we'll see Yellow Jacket come back. That'd be pretty cute.
But with healing powers too from the quantum realm.
You just can't get past Michelle.
It's just
Pfeiffer's
a weird.
powers.
It's a weird.
What is
thing.
I don't get it. I don't get your
This is why
issue.
I just want to know more about it. I guess it just doesn't. There was nothing really explained about what happened to her, what these powers are meaning, like now currently, or what they even are. Like I'm just a little bit confused on where that direction is going to be heading.
I mean, we'll get it in Avengers 4 as long as they all come back and that's not how the movie ends.
Yeah, I mean, that
or we'll have to wait till Ant-Man 3, but
yeah.
As far as I know, I mean, she didn't, like, she's just a calming presence. That's just who Michelle Pfeiffer is. It's just her normal life. She walks in your room.
She's really not in the movie that much. She's only in, like, the final, 10 minutes or so? 10, 15 minutes?
Yeah. I mean, she's in the voices in the beginning, but it's mostly CGI.
And technically she was Paul Rudd for a minute. That was a great scene, by the way.
Oh, they pulled that off so well.
It fooled me for a second. Honestly, like, Paul is just starting to type stuff up, and I'm just like, oh, he must be smart about something. And then he starts acting weird, and then I realized it was Janet.
You didn't realize it right away?
I saw him, like, change for a split second. I was like, oh, does he have an idea? Is that, like, his idea face? And then I realized.
The second they were like, oh, if you got a signal, he's like, no. I was like, okay, she just took over his head. And then his walk even changed from when he went up.
Yeah, I know. That's why I was like, why are you acting weird? Oh, okay, I get it.
I loved that scene with him, like, putting his face on her. He's like, it's going to be okay, Jelly Bean. Like, Like, he's a really good actor.
He's good,
I'm
man.
hoping
it was
Paul
awesome.
Rudd will transition. He's done comedy, now he's transitioning to superhero. I hope as he continues to get older and he stops doing superhero movies, that he continues with comedy, but I want to see him in a couple, like, real big dramas. Take a little Steve Carell route.
I know he was in a drama just recently called The Spy Next... Wait, no, what was it called? Oh, shoot, something about a spy, and I've been thinking about checking it out. I think it's a drama, too, but I can't remember the full title. I have to think about it later for you, but...
Thinking about that World War II one?
Maybe?
He's not in that, though. You're talking about the one with Ben Kingsley and...
No, not that one. Not
I don't know what
Operation
you're talking
Finale.
Anyway,
I'll look it up for you. I'll show it to you.
Anyway,
But he's done a few stuff like that.
I want to see like Oscar movies here with Paul Rudd. That's what I'm talking. I want those dramas.
He has to be good. He has to be there to get that Oscar, and maybe he can.
I think he's talented enough. That's the type of movie
sure.
I want because there's
absolutely.
like fun dramas that don't like good dramas that don't really get attention, and then there's the Oscar dramas.
Mm-hmm.
And I think he could do that. I want to see him go the Steve Carell route a little bit, but
Right.
keep doing the superhero movies as long as you can because he's a perfect Ant-Man. He's a perfect Ant-Man.
Yeah, he does a great job with that character because Scott Lang is such a lesser known Ant-Man as compared to Hank Pym. Like a lot of fans just know Hank Pym over him, so he does that character very well, and it's great to see that character gain some more recognition.
Apparently, Peyton Reed on his trailer commentary also said that was Edgar Wright's idea, and that stuck. A good amount of Edgar Wright's idea stuck was having Scott be the main guy and Hank being the genius. They had other differences and stuff, but
yeah, sure.
And the heist film was Edgar Wright's idea.
That makes
well.
sense. Yeah, that sounds like him.
All right, you got anything else?
No, overall, it's just a nice, fun Marvel movie. I think if you like the first one, you like the second one just as much, if not more.
Yeah. All right, guys, comment below. Let us know what you think. Please check out all our other great videos on our channel. And watch out for Thursday, 2 days from now. The Weaver Wire podcast is going to be dropping. I'm doing a podcast. It'll be up in 3 technical different forms. I'm going to upload an audio clip to SoundCloud, which you can find that on Movie Meals. Look up Movie Meals, you'll find it. And then I'm going to post an audio-only version to YouTube as well as a video-only version to YouTube. So you guys can get all formats of that. We got to talk about a lot of fun stuff with my good buddy Kayla. We're talking Game of Thrones, horror, Stephen King, books. We're talking movies. Talk Star Wars a little bit. Talk a little Marvel. Guys, go check it out on Thursday. Weaver Wire, Episode 1. Thanks for watching, Mom.
See you guys.